The force is strong with this episode because we got 15 questions on every nerd's favorite nerdy thing, Star Wars. This is Trivia with Buds. Be it what? And welcome to another mini episode of the Trivia with Buds podcast. We have mini episodes this whole week. So if you usually listen to this show and look forward to a new episode every Tuesday, look no further than every day this week because we got at least 15 questions coming at you every single day. You could challenge yourself with these questions. You could play along with a friend. I love hearing when people battle in their friendships and relationships on this show, like driving somewhere or at the gym, etc. So let me know how you listen to the show and how I can make it better for you. My name's Ryan Budds. I'm a trivia host in Southern California, and I host trivia pretty much every single day in some way or fashion. And I decided to do these mini episodes to kind of highlight just the trivia portions of what I do. So if you just want to quiz yourself, this is the mini episode for you. I'll tell you a quick story about me and Star Wars later in this episode, and then we'll dive into some answers after I ask you 15 questions. And you can check your answers, and you can send me your answers for a chance to win a pop culture art square from my good friend, artist Drew Blank. You can see all his work at drewblank.com. So send me your answers and you can win a pop culture art square that we'll talk about more at the end of the episode. If you like trivia, go back and listen to some of our other 79 episodes of the show that are all specified by their titles. We have episode 78, Giant Robots versus Fictional Dogs. That was just a few weeks ago. Episode 6, Bob's Burgers versus John Hughes Movies. And episode 19, Hamlet versus Pop Music. Without any further ado, let's dive into 15 questions on Star Wars. And I promise there's no Jar Jar Binks ones. Here we go. All right, here's question number 1 of 15 on the topic of Star Wars. Question 1, what Star Wars movie starts out with the line, Echo 3 to Echo 7, Han, old buddy, do you read me? Question number 1, what Star Wars movie starts out with the line, Echo 3 to Echo 7, Han, old buddy, do you read me? Question number 2, Porgs, P-O-R-G-S, were created for what Star Wars film? Question 2, Porgs were created for what Star Wars film? Question number 3, in what film would you find a droid named K2SO? Number 3, in what film would you find a droid named K2SO? Question number 4, what is Han's response when Princess Leia tells Han that she loves him? Question number 4, what is Han's response when Leia tells Han she loves him? Question number 5, what planet is Luke on when he rides a Tauntaun? Question 5, what planet is Luke on when he rides a Tauntaun? Question number 6. At the start of The Empire Strikes Back, how many years has it been since the destruction of the Death Star? Question number 6. At the start of The Empire Strikes Back, how many years has it been since the destruction of the Death Star? Question number 7. How old is Mark Hamill in 2018? Is he 61, 66, or 69? Question number 7. How old is Mark Hamill in 2018? Is he 61, 66, or 69? Question number 8, what was actor Warwick Davis's first movie according to IMDb? Question number 8, what was actor Warwick Davis's first movie according to IMDb? Question number 9, which Star Wars legend wrote a book called Postcards from the Edge? Question number 9, which Star Wars legend wrote a book called Postcards from the Edge? Question number 10, the sound of a TIE fighter was created from the bellow of what animal? Question number 10, the sound of a TIE fighter was created from the bellow of what animal? Question number 11, what planet did Jabba the Hutt live on? Question 11, what planet did Jabba the Hutt live on? Question number 12. What game app from Rovio Entertainment started incorporating Star Wars themes in 2012? What game app from Rovio Entertainment started incorporating Star Wars themes in 2012? Question number 13. Gareth Edwards directed Rogue One based on his work on what 2014 franchise? Question number 13. Gareth Edwards directed Rogue One based on his work on what 2014 franchise? Question number 14. Is Chewbacca actor Peter Mayhew over 6 feet tall, over 7 feet tall, or over 8 feet tall? Question number 14. Is Chewbacca actor Peter Mayhew over 6 feet, 7 feet, or 8 feet tall? Question number 15. What year did Attack of the Clones come out? Question number 15. What year did Attack of the Clones come out? All right, sit tight, wait for a fun sound effect, and I'm going to tell you a story about me and Star Wars. All right, hope you nailed those 15 questions from the Star Wars universe. Some of those I used at live trivia night, some of them I wrote just for this episode, so I hope it was a good handful of things that you may or may not have known. I don't have a huge connection to the Star Wars universe. I'm not like a diehard fan. I love all the movies to a degree. I've seen them all in theaters. I saw the re-releases before, I guess, episodes 1, 2, and 3 came out. I think they came out before, like late 90s, or maybe it was after the fact. I can't remember. My sister took me to see them all, and I've always enjoyed the whole series, and I love the spin-offs and stuff like that. Excited for the Han Solo movie, but I was trying to think of some connection between me and the series, and I guess my biggest thing would be last Halloween, I was trying to think of a group costume with my family. I have a daughter and a wife and a granny who lives with me, and we decided to do all Star Wars themes. So I surprised them by dressing up as Princess Leia for the Halloween season. I got the full costume from like the Disney Store website, I think it was, and I had like a full beard and the Leia wig and the full white gown. And boy, did I get a lot of whistles over at the local pumpkin patch right by our house. It was a fun time, and I dressed up knowing it would be kind of entertaining, hopefully, for people that are like, wait, does that Leia have a beard? But I also really love Princess Leia. I think that character is just one of the best in cinematic history. So it was kind of trying to pay homage to her as well. And that is my connection to Star Wars. What is your connection? Send me a message on social media at ryanbudds. Let me know how much you love the series. And shout out to my friends who do the Black Rebel YouTube series, and my good friend Francisco Uranga, who does a lot of work with them as well. I've worked with Francisco in the past, and he's been a guest on the show. And if you like enamel pins, man, they have a lot of really cool Star Wars enamel pins that you could buy at local California shops called a shop called Quest. So there's a quick plug for them, and check out the Black Rebel series on YouTube. You will love it. Here's another sound effect, and we'll go into the answers for those 15 questions. All right, we're back with the answers to 15 questions on Star Wars. Let's start with number 1. What Star Wars movie starts out with the line Echo 3 to Echo 7? Han, old buddy, do you read me? The answer was The Empire Strikes Back. That is the movie that I would say the biggest Star Wars fans would say is their favorite movie. I love it quite a bit. I actually did a whole round on The Empire Strikes Back at live trivia just a few weeks ago, and people loved it. So it was The Empire Strikes Back. Question number 2, Porgs, P-O-R-G-S, were creatures that were created for what Star Wars film? That was the most recent one, The Last Jedi. They don't really have a huge purpose in the movie except looking cute with huge bug eyes. They have a lot of interactions with Chewbacca, and I think I read they were designed to kind of mimic puffins. If you know the birds of the puffin variety, that's what porgs were kind of supposed to be like on the Jedi Island. Question number 3, in what film would you find a droid named K2SO? That was Rogue One, that first Star Wars story that came out last year, the year before. Really, really good movie, and that robot was amazing. I was really sad towards the end of that movie, based on basically knowing everyone was going to die in that movie with the explosion at the end. But Rogue One, really great movie. K2SO, great droid. Question number 4, what is Han's response when Leia tells Han that she loves him? It's, of course, I know. He doesn't say I love you too. He says I know, which I've talked to people in real life. They've tried pulling that line, and they usually get kicked in the nuts. I see a lot of t-shirts when I go to Disneyland with my kid of couples wearing that shirt. I love you, I know. So that's kind of cool, and probably one that you definitely got right of these 15 questions. Question number 5, what planet is Luke on when he rides a Tauntaun? That is the planet of Hoth, Hoth, the ice planet of Hoth. A lot of stuff happens to Luke on that planet, and he rides a tauntaun. Question number 6. At the start of The Empire Strikes Back, how many years has it been since the destruction of the Death Star? If you read the scrawling words at the beginning of The Empire Strikes Back, it's been 3 years since the destruction of the Death Star. 3 years was the answer, number 6. Question 7, how old is Mark Hamill in 2018? Now, maybe I should have worded this differently. I was trying to say, how old is he right now? But if you're listening to this in the future, it may be none of these choices. But the ones that I have for the current listener, 61, 66, or 69. He is 66 years old. The middle choice, 66 years old for Mark Hamill. Question number 8, what was actor Warwick Davis's first movie according to IMDb? The answer was Return of the Jedi. Warwick Davis, known as a little person actor who is in Leprechaun. He was the goblins in the bank scenes and a teacher in Harry Potter. So he's made a lot of money box office wise because he's in some of these biggest franchises that come out. And his first movie was as Wicket the Ewok in Return of the Jedi, according to IMDb. Question number 9, which Star Wars legend wrote a book called Postcards from the Edge? It was Carrie Fisher, R.I.P., Carrie Fisher, Postcards from the Edge. Question number 10, the sound of a TIE fighter was created from the bellow of what animal? From what I read online, it was the bellow of an elephant. And when you hear what sounds like a TIE fighter, it does kind of fit that bill. So elephant was the correct answer. Number 11, what planet did Jabba the Hutt live on? Tatooine was the one I was looking for. Jabba the Hutt and Bib Fortuna. That's one of those names I'll never forget for some reason. Bib Fortuna. He has like a giant penis-y kind of thing hanging off of his head and around his neck. And he is very creepy with red eyes. But him and Jabba lived on Tatooine. That was the answer. Number 12, what game app from Rovio Entertainment started incorporating Star Wars themes in 2012? The answer, Angry Birds. Rovio Entertainment, Angry Birds. Man, what a franchise. Kids love that game, and they made a movie and all kinds of memorabilia. I feel like every time I go out to Walgreens or CVS or something, there's always like a new Angry Birds gummy package of some kind. Number 13, Gareth Edwards directed Rogue One based on his work on what 2014 franchise? Godzilla. They brought Godzilla back. Gareth Edwards kicked ass in it, and they said, let's get him over to the Star Wars side. And he kicked ass with Rogue One. But I did that question live a couple weeks ago, and somebody goes, yeah, but is Godzilla really a franchise? And I was like, it may be the definition of a franchise. There's like 600 Godzilla movies, you idiot. Question number 14. Is Chewbacca actor Peter Mayhew over 6 feet tall, 7 feet tall, or 8 feet tall? He is over 7 feet tall. From what I read, 7'2". That is pretty damn tall. Question number 15. What year did Attack of the Clones come out? It was the classic year of 2002. Man, think back to 2002. I hadn't even lost my virginity yet, and I'm still working on that. But that's impossible. I had 2 kids. What am I saying? 2002, Attack of the Clones was when that movie came out. I think I took a girl named Wendy Talsma. So shout out to Wendy. I think I took you to see that movie, if I recall correctly. And those are the answers to questions 1 through 15 of the Star Wars variety. Hope you did well, everybody. Hope you had a good time testing yourself on these Star Wars questions. Let me know how you did. Send me your answers to ryanbudds@gmail.com, and I'll pick one person who got them all right and send them a pop culture art square from drewblank.com. Today's square is a picture of a TIE fighter with a smiley face kind of animated into it. So look for that. If that seems like something you want, send me your answers and you'll get a TIE fighter print with a smiley face on it. It's pretty awesome. That's it for today's mini episode. Don't miss tomorrow's episode. You're going to love it. It's all about The Simpsons. Get ready for Springfield and to eat my shorts. Bye-bye.